I had to leave that little area I was at, man, because too many spiders. And it wasn't like the big body spiders, it was like the little body spiders, but the long behind legs. But yeah, the thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is credit. Like, how come school didn't teach us valuable things? I mean, don't get me wrong, like we learned a lot of things inside school, but once we got to like high school, we started learning about things that, never was gonna happen, like fractions that were never gonna be used in life, like just miscellaneous things that I knew I was never gonna use in life, but for some reason we had to learn it in school. Okay, so why didn't we learn certain things like, like adulting things? But how come we didn't learn how to like use credit in a good way? How come we didn't learn how to be financially stable? How come we didn't learn a lot of things in school that would have really taught us way more out in life than, the most simplest things that they taught us in school that we never are going to use? I'm 25 and I know for a fact that I have not used a lot of things from school because they just didn't apply to my life. Don't you think if school taught us how to actually use credit, how to actually be financially responsible at the age of 18 when leaving high school, don't you think that a lot of us who are in debt would be how do I say it, not in debt? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's mind-blowing how they taught us all these things that weren't as important as things like credit. But I mean, we got no knowledge out of credit. So what happened to the majority of high school kids, especially out of my region, after they graduated? They had to apply for credit cards. They had to apply for loans. They had to apply for all these things because, they were going to college. And they needed those things so they can keep up with the expenses and the responsibilities that they had in college. But, things got mishandled and mistreated and misused because we weren't taught those things prior to us getting those things. So, with that being said, it's just like, dang. Now you have a whole bunch of people that just graduated, 20 years old, 21 maybe, second year in college, third year in college, maybe they're even a senior, and they are, couple of hundreds in debt, a couple of thousand in debt, and it's because we weren't taught these things when I think should have been taught, and that is in high school. They had a lot of classes that were like bull classes, a lot of classes that wouldn't even matter unless you were actually going into a specific type of job. They had all these type of classes, but the class that I'm talking about right now is credit, and credit has to deal with everybody's life, and there's a couple of things that I learned because nobody actually taught me about credit, and one of those things is, don't go for these people that pre-approve you. Have you ever went through your mail and you've seen a pre-approved letter for a credit card, for like a MasterCard, Visa, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. You get those pre-approved letters and they actually send you in a temporary card that you can activate right there on the spot. And then you could just go ahead and just start making purchases right then and there. Don't ever go for them things, man. Those be the suckiest credit cards to even go for. People like me, we don't really go through the, terms and conditions, the monthly fee, the maintenance fee, the yearly, the annual fee. Like, come on now. There's too many things to count when it comes to these certain things. And I feel like nobody really taught us these certain things like, somebody should have. I mean, think about it, man. How much more well-off would you have been if, you learnt the ropes from somebody that's already knew about it versus you going through it yourselves and accumulate debt to a point where, you're in your 25s to 30s trying to pay off your old mistakes for old stupid things that you did, like get a couple of credit cards because you actually needed them. But nobody told you about how to manage that and how to actually pick the right credit card. How much time do you feel like you would have gained back? I know I would have gained a good couple of years because this started for me at 18. And since 18, I've been accumulating debt to a point where now at 24, I come to realize that there's certain things in life that you need to take into consideration. And one of those things is debt and a credit. Because, you're going to want to get a house. You're going to want to get an apartment. You're going to want to get a car. You're going to want to get a boat maybe. I don't know, maybe a motorcycle. I don't know. But the majority of things in life revolve around credit and debt. If you don't learn these things while you're young, it's possible that you may never recover depending on how much debt you have. and depending on the job that you get, because you have to pay that debt off. I just wish that somebody was there for me to tell me those certain things before I made those mistakes. And that's why I'm making this video, because it's way more important for me to tell you guys how this is affecting me so it doesn't affect you in the same way. That's how come I want to make this video. But alright you guys, I feel like I talked your head off a little bit too much in this video, so I'm gonna stop it here. You know, the moral of the story is to always bet on your future when it comes to credit, and make sure you're not the 2014 me that just accumulated so much debt that he's in too much debt by the time he got to 20. You know what I'm saying? If you found some of this information in this video valuable, make sure to leave a comment down in the comment section. And if you're feeling generous also, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe by hitting that red subscribe button down there. My name is Brian Kennedy, and I'll make sure to see you. Like you. I'll make sure to see you. I'll make sure to see you. I better see you. How about that? And I better see you in the next one. Peace!